Gaming sold like 250. He sold 250
art sets.
Art sets at like 25.
Yeah.
And he charged shipping. So you're basically making
$2 a pack.
Huh?
He's making $2 a pack.
You don't have to worry about shipping.
Oh, we're gonna cover shipping?
No, we're charging shipping on those because people are paying for it.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna change the other blisters too.
Sounds good. Yeah, there's like I keep seeing that on the on Mercari too. Like the people that are selling, like no one's putting vintage stuff in it. Like I don't even know why we're doing that, but we are just to kind of get something going. But because I bought a bunch of it and I want to get rid of it, right? I don't need it. It's all not pack fresh stuff.
What is it? Oh.
What is going on, everybody? I know we're a minute late. Sorry, but
Father's Day.
It's Father's Day. Adam and I haven't had time together in a long time. Maybe a little bit on the phone here and there, but we got to going and talking and whatnot. Here we are, episode 9, something like that, of the HydroPump Pokecast. We're having tons of fun. I've got 6 people watching right now. We got 5 likes already. Hold on a second. I'm trying to make sure that things aren't tweaking out.
That beard looks a little trimmer.
But
looking amazing.
I got you tweaking out for some reason.
Really?
So we'll see if that helps at all. There we go. Now we're better.
I turned off all the notifications. We should be good to go.
No, you were flashing. I just had my windows set in the wrong way, and so it was kind of tweaking out for a second there. But I think we're good. I think we've got everything set up the way that we want it. So with that, we're gonna roll that good old intro and go from there.
What is up, everybody? It is Father's Day. We are out here fathering on the Pokecast. It's been a long time. We are both up late.
Yeah, I've been up since
this morning.
I've been up since 4:45. I just got back from being out on the water.
I had about. I was drinking Trulies last night, not White Claws, Trulies.
Oh boy,
they got these lemonade ones. It was nice and hot. I was up until 3:00, which is like a couple hours past my bedtime. So I was like struggling this morning. But we are finally back after a 2-week hiatus. I was up at the lake house for 1 week, and then then I think I had the in-laws. So we're trying to back at it again. We are back.
We're trying to coordinate some weekly activities. Christy she's no longer doing the orientation stuff this week, so we're trying to find somebody to watch the kids on Tuesday. This is her first official day of work at the hospital. So sorry for the
forms to fill out. It's time to get to nursing.
Slight interruption. Yeah, right.
No more forms.
So, yeah, it's been a while. I know we've said over the last 2 weeks we were going to get this in, and because of unforeseen circumstances, it hasn't happened. But lots happened over the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I guess this would be 3 weeks, right? Since we haven't done it, we've been off for 2 weeks. It was kind of good that we were, because I didn't know if I was coming or if I was going. I did, come home early a couple of times, that knowing that we'd be able to do it. But you don't have vintage to open today, do you? We're not doing a vintage crack today?
I mean, no boxes. Hey, so yeah, remember I told you I got that base set 2 box, right?
Yes.
And it's like, I've been thinking about it back and forth, and so like where I'm at right now, just with the market, is like I think we were talking on the phone earlier this week that usually June, July, and the first half of August is kind of slow for Pokemon historically, sales wise, just because of vacation and people are doing stuff and it's summer, and you're not normally buying as much Pokemon stuff. They're spending on other stuff.
Yep.
So I'm waiting to see what happens in the next we're mid-June, I'm trying to think month and a half, 2 months, just to kind of see where the market kind of settles in.
Yep.
Because I think it's going to start settling a little bit, and just to kind of see where it's at, because I sold out that base set box so fast, and now the prices that I was selling them at are $100 less than what people are selling them for now. So you know what I mean? So you kind of want to. Those are one of the things when you're kind of selling the vintage stuff. I mean, we've even seen it with the Burning Shadows boxes that we're selling. We put up for a certain price, and then all of a sudden, once it reaches where that price is, you start selling them like crazy. So we had them up. We weren't really selling them. Then all of a sudden this week, I mean, we sold a case and how many boxes? You know what I mean? So it's that tricky game you play where you kind of want to be ahead of the market, but want to be. You know what I mean? So it's I am gonna break the base set 2 box on this show, on the podcast, but I'm gonna wait a little bit just to see if we can settle down market wise, so that I can have a longer competitive price. If that makes sense?
Yeah, we our goal for the month for HydroPump was to sell 6 boxes. We wanted 1 case out the door, and we've far surpassed that recently. But I think we invested. We went back and forth. Should we get them? Should we not get them? Should we buy more? Should we not buy more? And I think we did really good with Burning Shadows. We've done fairly well with Evolution stuff. I've had a lot of people asking about the Cosmic Eclipse boxes we have and whatnot, and I'm still looking for a couple more. We've got a bunch of paperwork to turn in tomorrow to hopefully help us out and making sure that we can keep everything stocked and keep prices down for everybody. I know that everything is high, but if we can give it to you at a little bit better of a price because we can get it a little bit better, then we will. But the other thing that we do just to kind of talk, goods and services, I guess, because that's kind of how we start these things off. Everybody knows, or those that have joined us for a while and know kind of how the business is starting to roll. We do offer grading services through PSA, and we officially got our first one back. And so because Golden is not cracking a vintage box, my first two shiny Charizards, or Zard 2 and Zard 3, came back. So Zard 1 is still in the binder, hasn't been removed, but we are going to reveal what our Zards got graded. So instead of doing a break of a vintage box, we will show you that. So those of you that did send in like the higher value, the over $100 cards, your stuff should probably, my guess is, like, based on how quick mine came back, because they were sent just before, like in a week or two, they should probably be sent back to us, is my guess. What do you think?
I think you're right on, because we just got notification that
they were received.
The first
two batches,
the first order that wasn't like all our stuff was being graded, and I contacted those that sent in with like the first submission or whatever. I contacted you guys to let you know that they are starting to grade those. So I think those. I mean, there's a few people that had cards that like were in the regular service, like the ones were the over 100.
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head if, because we submitted everything together and it was two separate orders, that like they treat them differently in the sense that like once those regular services are done, those will get shipped out. For those of you that submitted like a shiny Charizard, but then also submitted some other stuff that fell under that 100 value, you may get those back before the other ones or whatever. So we'll keep you updated as we learn stuff, but it's definitely a lot faster than what we put on the box when we sent the stuff in, like what they said. I mean, yours was less than a month. I mean,
mine was what? It was 30 days door to door, is what we had said.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was exactly 30 days from the day I shipped it to the day I got it at my house. So back. So yeah.
Golden War Turtle is announcing his giveaway after this tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. That's why.
Yeah, I was gonna upload it last night, but we're at friend's house, and it was taking forever over not Wi-Fi, but the cellular data.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I don't like putting out stuff like at like 8:33 or whatever. So I just moved it, and it'll be out as soon as this is over. Like an hour later, it'll pop up.
Okay. So. Yeah, we should start getting stuff back. I know that they got both of those submissions, and it was supposed to be 40 days from the day that they actually put them into the system, but it was like 12 or 13 days from when it hit the system, right? That they were shipped back. So it was 14 days instead of 40, like they had said. And so hopefully that does, that helps out. So that the people are going to get them back faster, because we want nothing more than y'all to get your cards back. And we, like I said, I think before, because I think so K-Dub just sent stuff in, so yours will be soon. Yours are going out soon. Scipio sent stuff in that first one, and Gyarados freaked it, but we won't show yours on camera unless you want us to. we will only we'll only show them if you ask us to. If not, I know both of you are content creators, and you probably want to be the first ones to see them and show them. So we'll keep those. We can't guarantee that. What's it called? We won't accidentally see the sheet because it comes with a sheet of paper what your grades are, but we won't tell you what they are.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna know what they are just because when they come back, I gotta pack them up and ship them to you guys. So I have to look at them to make sure everybody's getting the right cards. So I don't know what they are, but it's really, guys. It makes like for awesome content. I know, like at least for me, the videos where I've done like PSA returns, like when I do them as part of, or like when I've done PSA returns to like purchases, like. Those videos do relatively well, and they're cool to kind of share to see for the first time with everybody else.
Yeah,
what I'm trying to say. So they do make for awesome content. So I'll make sure that I package them in a way that you can just kind of pull them out, and that way you don't accidentally see them. So,
K-Dub, I did get the raffle winnings. They're right here. Thank you. Sorry that Adam was low. I turned it up. We just sold another Burning Shadows box. So,
did we?
Yeah. I just got the ba-ding.
I had to turn off all my notifications because I think like 2 weeks ago I kept on getting notification. It was like glitching.
Yeah, but yours buzzes, so hopefully mine doesn't go off too. Mine's just the computer because I'm not on the phone. Yeah. The PSA 10 Reverse Charizard from Evolutions is in like the $250, $300 range right now. And then Ashlyn's asking if you got her packs out. You did, right? This week?
Yeah, they go out Monday.
Monday. Okay.
Yep.
So there's the answer to that question. But yeah, we kind of front-loaded everybody that the PSA returns were going to take a little bit longer than expected because they were telling us 100 days from when they actually... So just because it says 100 days on the website doesn't mean it's 100 days from the day that like they pick it up from the P.O. box. It's that time that they give you is, as I'm saying, like I just need these things.
It's good. Things are good. That means means the business is rolling.
It's 100 days from the day that they open the box. So he sent 2 B-Shads packs out, I think.
For Ashlyn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent out. There were 2 B-Shads.
Cool. But it's 100 days from when they open it. So like with this return here, it was supposed to be 40 days from the day that they opened it, but it was actually like, what's it called? Like 2 weeks. It was no more than 20 days from the day that they opened it to the day that we got it back. So it was super close. But thanks, Rob, for sending Earl's our way. He sent to Darium's, but I guess they're screwing him over. Yeah, that sucks. There's a lot of places that are... I mean, I guess like that's part of what we do here, right? We talk about what we do with the bulk stuff is we try not to screw people over. I've definitely had conversations offline with people regarding like the condition of cards. Right now we're not giving cash for stuff, and so there was a little bit of confusion there at one point, but we did work everything out with the individual. We're not here to screw anybody over. Our prices are what they are. We have to stand firm. If there's other stuff that's not quote unquote bulk that you want to sell, we're in the process of buying somebody's like a huge GX lot off of somebody with a bunch of shiny stuff and whatnot, and like we'll work with you. I mean, we're not going to give you book value for it because then we kind of take the hit. But I think with our bulk prices, we really can. We can help people out. Again, like everybody else that Dave sent in bulk. I think Polish Rob is trying to get together all of his non-trash can stuff.
His bulk is in a. He has the bulk can, like the bulk like waste basket.
Oh man!
I mean, it's just, and it's filled with Hidden Fate stuff.
So Gyarados Freak is getting his together. Scipio sent, I think Scipio's actually sent 2 boxes of bulk to us already.
And he sent 2 PSA orders too.
Correct. And so he used his. Everybody just thinks that bulk is for booster boxes, but we just we just put it into the spreadsheet. It pops out the number of how much the credit is, and we'll give it to you in grading credit as well. So that's what Scipio used his for. And then if you trade in bulk and you pre-order Darkness Ablaze through us, you're entered to win that Charizard, that slab. So that'll be pretty cool. Yeah. I think the prices are fair. They're not as high as some people are, but they're definitely not as low as others are. I tried to kind of work it in the middle, but it's all it's kind of the roller coaster of trying to stay in between everybody. We don't want to be on the high end because we're just brand new to this, and we can't keep up. But we also don't want to be on the low end and screw people over, because I mean, most of the people that work with us right now are content creators, and we know how hard that is.
Yep.
So this is starting to kind of bankroll the channels at the moment, at least in the modern stuff. Like it's getting to that point, but it's tough. It's still really tough, and we know that the struggle is real with paying for content. So we'll help you out, and thus that's why we won't, unless you ask, why we won't show your slabs unless you ask us to, because that's great content. I can't wait.
Hey, Polish Rob, like seriously, I was reading somewhere where like a lot of people, like the way they kind of market these videos, like I lost $10,000. I think it like tries to hit the, like, I'm not saying that they did lose their stuff, but I'm also saying it makes for like the algorithm for YouTube, like when like these big dollars are in stuff. And I know he touched base on the like Leonhardt lost his first edition Charizard base set, and like they're saying, well, why didn't he just go to Beckett, that he lives right down the street from Beckett? Why didn't he go there and grade it? And I think because, one, there's only a I think there may be only like a handful of pristine 10s, like for first edition, and there's not any black label, and there probably will never be a black label because it's an old WotC card. Mm-hmm. And personally, me, like, I rather have a PSA 10 value wise than unless you know it's going to be a pristine 10, which is high, which they grade higher for like those types of things. Like, so that a pristine 10 is going to be worth more than PSA 10, but the odds of getting that in a WotC card, like, I would have done the same thing. Like, if I would have got it, I would have done the exact same thing and sent it to PSA instead of Beckett, unless I looked at it and I was like almost 100% like positive it was going to get like a pristine 10. Like, I would not, like, even though for Beckett probably a 9.5 is the same thing as a PSA 10, but there's something about a 10 and there's something about a 9.5 where people are going to want the number 10 before they want a number, like, before they want a 9.5. It's just the way it is. So I think he did the right thing in sending it into PSA. It just sucks that it got lost.
Gyarados Freak was asking, so the values just add up for subs and boxes? You don't have to send in enough. So no. So the reason that I do the spreadsheets is I add it up. So take, I hope Dave's not mad at me for this. So Dave sent me a set of bulk prior to HydroPump starting. I helped him out. I wanted to see if it was viable. Like, people say that like you can do okay with buying bulk and then trying to resell it. And I ended up giving him more product than what he had traded in for. So this last time when he traded stuff in, I just added it in the spreadsheet and it just deducted from what was owed last time. Same thing with, I think Scipio actually used up all of his credit this past time, but he had credit from the first time and then he had credit from the second time. And I just, for whatever reason, because I'm very basic with Excel, I just color code it. So If you're in the green, it's positive. If you're in the yellow, you've used it, and then if you're in the red, you need to make up on your next submission. We're not trying to keep people in the red, but case by case basis, we will. So if you trade in some this time and you have money left over, you don't have to spend it right away. I know some places will give you a hit and they'll just like cash you out on the rest of it, but it's like 10 to 15% below. Like we'll just keep it running, and then I'll just pray to God that I don't lose the spreadsheets and stuff like I did last week. I lost one of them last week and I was bumming, but it wasn't any of the big ones. So that was a good thing. But we'll keep it running. So I know there's a lot of people that are paying, like starting to prepay Darkness Ablaze, like Dank Valor traded in a bunch of bulk and he's putting it towards it. And he's just kind of slowly, either trading stuff in or sending money to pay those off. And with that, we are taking the pre-orders on those, and you can do a pay as you go. I've got all that stuff set up, and making sure that I'm keeping track of who's sent in what, so we don't lose track of it. But another option, just trying to help everybody out.
Yeah, and it's what's nice is we offer the 11th card free, and that's just every 11th card you send. It doesn't have to be all at once.
Ain't nobody doing that.
And then 6. You know what I mean?
Ain't nobody doing that. And I keep track of stuff, and we keep track of that too. So you don't have to send in 10 at one time to get your 11th. Like you can send in 5 this time, and then send in 5 another time when you have it, and you still get your 11th. So
right. So yeah, I mean, we try to make it. We try to make it so that it works out for everybody, because ultimately we want everybody to grow. Do you know what I mean? Like we want everybody to get their cards graded and feel comfortable grading their stuff and feel comfortable sending their prized possessions and getting them graded and getting them back safe and sound. So,
and how much do I think the shiny Zard will be worth in 20 years? Ugh.
Oh my God. I mean, that's impossible to say.
No, it is, yeah, because we don't know. Will it still be around in 20 years, right? Like you would think so, because like it's so big and it makes so much money. Like it just makes sense that it won't go away, but you never know.
I think with modern stuff, I think the more pertinent question is like, what's something going to be worth in like 2 years? Do you know what I mean? Because you can kind of because a lot of the word vintage is kind of loosely used, and
Yep.
How far back is vintage? Is it 10 years? Is it 5 years? I think especially like recently with all the madness that kind of happened with COVID is, I think that the term vintage kind of got broadened a little bit, and it started encompassing a lot more sets, because you started to see a bunch of like diamond and pearl stuff go up. I mean, heart gold, soul silver. I mean, you got to realize too,
black and white stuff's out of control right now.
Well, what happened is it's maybe it's not necessarily vintage, but what happened is with Pokemon is they didn't. There was a couple times where they weren't as popular as it was right now, so they didn't print as much stuff. So to find some stuff that necessarily, I mean, there's some sets out there that are modern, I guess, in the sense that it's like Nintendo and it's not WotC. That was printed less than WotC. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's why if you try to find Heart Gold, Soul Silver, it's almost impossible. Like you can find WotC stuff, almost more than you can find Heart Gold, Soul Silver stuff. I mean, it was the time. Do you know what I mean? And what drives pricing right now is the like there's tons of Hidden Fate stuff out there. I mean, it's getting hard now, but they printed it so much. Yet the Charizard still. I think when I looked at your cards when they came back on accident, and I saw your grades, I think it was like around 1,100 PSA 10 Charizards.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's a pretty big number for like a modern, like for something that just came out, and for the card to be worth $1,000 right now in a PSA 10. Everybody worried about all these reprints and the card's not going to be worth. I mean, you got to realize it wasn't a couple months ago. It was only worth like $300 and then $400. I mean, it's shot up.
Yeah,
and then that's and the Rainbow Rare Charizard from V-Shads. I mean, that's why we jumped on that set, and it wasn't because it was just one of the greater sets as far as like totality like of the set, but it's that card and that set. I tell you this all the time. I think V-Shads was printed so bad as far as like the cuts and stuff, and it has a ripple effect on getting that Charizard graded in the 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I even go online and I see the 10s.
Yeah.
And the 10s aren't even like, you know what I mean, super well centered. But I mean, I think I showed you like it was like 2 days ago. The Rainbow Rare V-Shads sold for like $3,700.
Yeah, one sold. PSA 10 sold yesterday. Well, yeah, June 17th, one sold for $3,700. I'm looking up. I have eBay up right now.
And then it's crazy.
One sold,
and it's all because I'm telling you, I opened up when I was out of town. I opened up. I was able to price match, and I got ETBs for like $17 on V-Shads.
Yeah,
and I opened up 5, and I didn't get anything great.
Yeah,
all the cuts were just horrible. The backs were nicked up. Like the centering was off. Like it's just one of those sets that just wasn't cut great at all. The quality wasn't that great at all, which makes it more desirable when you get a card, when you get a PSA 10 Charizard. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you got one that's well centered, but then you turn around the back and there's white spots. I mean, I just think V-Shads is one of those like, I even think at 150 is a steal. Like if you can, I just think that it's going to be one of those sets. Like there's no formula that we followed. You know what I mean? Like Adam and I talk a lot on the phone, and we kind of just bounce ideas and what we think is going to be like collectible and what's going to be like worth a lot down the road.
Yeah.
And we invested a lot in V-Shads. I think that's where it's at. Like we just bought like 288 single sleeve blisters. So I think that's a set that is going to be. We also there's a few other stuff that we bought, but I think we invested in evolutions and V-Shads as far as the modern stuff. And I think we're starting to see that, especially like in the last week, that we kind of made the right decision.
Yeah, especially because people are like, we're starting to get a lot of people trying to lowball us, thinking that we don't understand, and we're like, well, we're selling them at this price. I'm not like the ding that happened earlier when I said we sold another one was actually sold at our asking price. It wasn't like a back and forth thing. So. It was definitely it was worth the investment, and like we can look at it right now, and the other day when we were talking, I was like, man, like this is tough. Like what did we end up buying? We bought 6 cases, right, when we had the opportunity to, and half of them are gone, if not more than that. And it's like we should have bought more when we had the opportunity to, because they were just at the right price point, and it worked, and now they're flying. And the same thing's going to happen for. Evolutions is going to happen. I think Ashlyn asked me at the beginning of the podcast about the reverse Zard. The reverse Zard in a 10 is selling in like the 300 range because I have it up right now. Let me see. Evolutions Charizard.
Yeah, so PSA. Unbroken Bonds isn't going to be reprinted. Unbroken Bonds is done. That's another set that it's going to go up just because the Charizard. There's a lot of these sets are driven by that chase card, and the Reshiram Charizard is a chase card, and it was a chase card that wasn't. There wasn't tons of pulls of that. You see so many channels trying to chase that card that just never pulled it, and it was so hard to pull.
What one is this?
Unbroken Bonds.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, when like these are the kind of conversations we have when we're looking to like invest in like a bunch of a certain like set. Is chase cards just historically like what I mean, I watch a lot of like YouTube stuff. I mean, because it kind of drives
what we
a
buy.
lot of people see something on YouTube and they're like, oh my god, I want to try to find that card. And I mean, the fact that Leonhardt had to open up thousands and thousands of packs to get it doesn't hurt the fact that, I mean, that does take into some consideration on like how desirable the set is. Definitely does.
Ashland's asking if it's hard to get the reverse Zard. I think it's like 1 in every 2 or 3 boxes. I think every other box you either get that or you get the regular one. I mean, you look at the pricing right now. We're talking evolutions, right? The reverse Zard in a 9 is selling for $65. That was today, right? A PSA 7 in the hollow Zard sold for $61. We're talking in a PSA 7 in the hollow selling for $61, right? You've got the mega one, the gold, the secret rare, $145 yesterday. The Zard in a 9, the hollow one, is selling consistently between $100 and $120. Let me try and find the last 10. The last 10 was astronomical. I was like, what is this? Well, it went down. So somebody got a steal on one. $167 on the 16th. But there's been a couple like in that $500 range too. The 400 or 500 range. They're hard to get it in that though.
Yep.
So. And
I mean it's part of the stuff that we kind of look at when we like invest in stuff, and we definitely invested hard into B-Shads, and the thing is when people lowball you on eBay and stuff, to me that's a good sign that the set's getting popular, right? Because we've had so many different questions about like, we take this, we take that. I mean, it's all good because it's create like people are wanting the set.
Polish Rob is right.
That is by far the most questions we get on a daily basis is Burning Shadows, and it's not even close. So I think we made a good decision and we're reinvesting in some more of it. So
Rob was like the Rayquaza from Shining Legends is going crazy. The last 5 that have sold have been at $250.
Yeah, crazy.
What?
Things go. It's like ebb and flow, man. I mean, it's like Shiny Legend is going to be 2 years old, like in September, right? Like, it was the one that was before Hidden Fates, right?
No, it was 2 before that. Dragon's Majesty. It's 3 years old this year.
Which is crazy because you can still find Shining Legends.
Oh, yeah.
You can find the parents boxes all the time.
At Walmart.
Yeah.
My God.
It just shows you that sometimes it takes sets time to like kind of mature, I guess. But
the Celebi is sold for $137 in a 10.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy.
I mean, we spent a lot of time just looking at eBay prices and then
that just like
decisions based on.
There we go.
I know, and that's why, and that's why we decided to open up a bunch of Hidden Fates is because it was dumb not to, because of the prices of all. Like, it's such a great set that like people want binder sets, people want PSA 10 sets, people want PSA 9 sets. Like, they want the whole set, and it's a nice set because it's like there's a set within the set, right? So you have like the first 66 plus or whatever cards, and then you have the shiny vault, right? So you can like, some people want to get the shiny vault in PSA 9s or PSA 10s. There's different ways there's so many different ways you can collect that set, which I think drives the price of it. Do you know what I mean? Especially the PSA cards, because you can decide that you want just all the big shinies in PSA 9 or 10, or you just want all the mini shinies in a PSA 10 or 9. or you can try to collect the whole set or the master set, or you know what I mean. Like there's just so many ways to collect that set that it's just nuts, and it helps with the value, and it helps with the and then you got people like Polish Rob can't, no matter what he can do, he can't pull the shiny Zard.
Those are going those are my next submission.
Look at Pokey Paul in here trying to finally make it one.
Hell yeah. He's been super busy moving though. We can't.
I know, but hey, we're not talking about Simpsons cars, but it's nice to see you. Hey, we are giving away. I think last time we were supposed to give away a Rillaboom.
Yep, I got it set up.
So I still got that.
I got it set up, ready to go.
And then I think let's give away a set of Roaring Skies, just an art set of Roaring Skies. How many pack arts is there? 4? 4. Yeah, let's do a pack art of that. Bro, like, can you just like sit down? You're moving again, which means which Pokeball is moving again, which means he's gonna be recording videos on a washer and dryer again with a freaking nightlight. I mean, it's gonna be ridiculous again. And but the thing I was talking to you about too is another reason is Hidden Fates doesn't seem like like there's a lot of like sets out there, especially that come in because it's not in a booster box. I think that like there's more hits consistently than there is like with a booster box. You know, you're getting your 4 of this, 4 of that, and there's so many like packs that don't have anything in it. Like I feel like I don't go like I mean, it's not insane like when I was with Polish Rob, where I pulled like for 24 packs, I pulled like $2,000 worth of cards. But like I feel like I can sit down and open like 10 packs, and I'm at least gonna get something. Do you know what I mean? Like that's another reason I like it. Like I don't feel like I'm gonna go like 10 packs and not get absolutely nothing. That's another reason why I enjoy opening.
This is all we got.
That's why you guys got a problem. Like you called me the other day, you're looking for your keys, and like your truck had just like empty packs all over it. Because
not my fault.
I know, like Christy has an issue where she's like every red light she's opening a pack of cards.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, we're still looking for it. I know we're gonna find more, and it'll continue to happen. But It's so fun though. Like I just don't want it to go away, but it has to go away because it's the cycle. I don't think you're gonna keep finding it like we keep finding. Every once in a while, Dragon's Majesty shows up, and then Shining Legends is everywhere right now. But I just don't think that there was that big of a draw to it, and now there might be. I might need to go find some more and see if we can pull some more. I have one Ray from my binder, and that's it. But I might have submitted one in that first submission.
Something. I can't remember. But the thing with Hidden Fates is, it's like when was the last? I mean, I can't even think of a set that just blew up like that. I mean, that blew up so big and there's not like I saw like that kind of leads into the next thing. I saw all the if you went to like Poke Beach, did you send me the link?
I did.
Yeah, and you kind of see all the cards. They're kind of there's a set coming out in Japan, and they're supposed to have some of those cards mixed with a bunch of the.
Sudon just asked about it.
What's that? Oh, did he ask about it?
Yeah, about 3.5. So he's talking this holiday seasons, and
I don't think it's going to have the same draw as Hidden Fates.
It's not because it doesn't have that like.
But that doesn't mean it's going to be awful.
But it's gonna have the gold Reshizard. Like, who isn't gonna want to chase that? It has the gold birds. Like, there's gonna be a lot of draw to it, but it comes out a month after DA, and everybody's still gonna be opening DA for Rainbow Zards. Like, it might get overshadowed.
Well, here's the difference. So DA is coming out before the holiday set this year, right?
Yeah, just like Unified did. There's a month in between.
Last year it was Unified Minds.
Right.
Unified Minds is nowhere close. It didn't have a Charizard. It had an awesome Mew.
Had the Mew, yeah.
But it didn't have the Charizard that DA is going to have. So Hidden Fates was able to come out and then have the shiny Zard and just take over, and that's why Unified Minds kind of gets overlooked.
Yeah,
but there's no way DA is going to get overlooked by the holiday set,
and it's why Cosmic Eclipse got overlooked. It's not being overlooked now because the playability and then the character cards are starting to explode on the PSA front. But and it had a Zard, right? So it kind of somewhat drew people back in, but. I don't know. I think it's going to be good. Like there's the golds are cool because it does have the gold Mew 3 as well. It has the gold Reshazard, the gold Pikarom, which is still going to be playable because that's going to be cool for people to bling out decks with and whatnot. But like the cards I'm looking forward to is the Espeon Deoxys Rainbow Rare. That card is gorgeous. And it's been a Japanese card for a long time, and that's the one that I want out of that set. I can tell you that. But I think that DA it's gonna take a little bit of time, maybe for it to catch up. Kind of like Dragon's Majesty didn't blow up until like 6 months afterwards, and it may be that way. But the Gold Zard's gonna make people, come to it. Rebel Clash was released in May. It was the May set. Yeah,
May. Right? Yeah, May.
Yeah, it was May.
And so Polish Rob asked, first edition complete set of Team Rocket. That's in near mint. It's over 1,000. I think I was talking to you about it must have been a month and a half ago. I had an offer to buy a complete set that was 900.
Yeah.
So obviously Polish Rob, we talked about what you got yours for, and it's a steal, it's absolute steal. And
especially right now.
PSA 10 is it? I'm assuming the Dark Dragonite PSA 10. 1,500 probably, maybe more. You'll probably look it up, and it may be a little bit more, but it's probably north of 1,500 right now. The Dark Dragonite is, let's see, the most expensive card is the Dark Magneton, and that's over $4,000. And then next is, for the longest time, the Dark Charizard was just, for whatever reason, I think people slept on the Dark Charizard. The thing about you don't realize is that's the second ever Charizard ever released, the second ever first edition. You know what I mean? It's crazy how it got overlooked, but it is. I think it's the second most in the set, and then you got probably the Rainbow Energy, and then Dark Blastoise, and then Dark Dragonite. That's probably where I would rank them. And the reason that drives the reason the Rainbow Energy and the Magneton is all because of the low pop and how hard it is to grade. Desirability, it is probably desirability, just because of the art or just because of the Pokemon itself is, Charizard, Blastoise, and Dragonite.
Yeah. The Shining Mew from Shining Legends, I just started looking stuff up because Polish Rob brought it up. It's over $200 in a tin. The Mew.
Yeah, so go out and buy some shiny Legends, man.
Good Lord.
How many times? And the thing is Walmart has a bunch of the box, the box sets. Do you know what I mean? I think there was a Pikachu. There was one where you can buy. It was like $20, and it was like a two. It was a Mew and a Pikachu one. I think of what it was. But I haven't really opened a ton of shiny Legends. I really haven't.
Nope.
But I think it's worth investing in now because
you want 36 packs for $200.
And the thing is too is you go to Walmart and you're paying way below market price for those things. And the thing is people are still going to Walmart, and people's moms are still going to Walmart for their kids to grab Hidden Fates, and some of their kids are out of the house and are grown-ass men
You and I.
Polish Rob, and their parents are still going out there and buying their kids stuff. So I think people are still overlooking Shiny Legends because people are still looking for Hidden Fates right now. So it may not be a bad idea to. I still think the thing is, it's like you can go to Target, and for $34, $34.99 is the ETB for Burning Shadows, and people are raffling those off for over $50. Do you know what I mean? So those are you're like, if you buy those, you're already gaining value if you pay just $34 for them, because I think those ETBs are 50 plus, like anywhere other than like buying them retail somewhere.
I just bought 36 packs.
Yeah, Paul. I mean, like, my mom's not buying me anything. You know what I mean? It's just Polish Rob is out. I mean, Polish Rob. I mean, he's not even mowing the grass or anything. His mom just buys him stuff. Speaking of, I think, don't you and Polish Rob have a battle coming up here of epic proportion?
Not as big as ours on Friday, or should we say our kids on Friday, because yours got a little cocky.
Yeah, so the Charizard Queen and Bryce are battling it out with Unbroken Bonds and Hidden Fates. Bryce saw a picture you posted on Instagram and was just like, dude, I pulled 3 Charizards too. I'm like, dude, why don't you go solo? Because Bryce is always he'll come in and be like, Dad, can I open up 5 packs? And he'll take his camera into his room and just like record something without me. He's like, dude, let's just do a video, me versus her, and just no dads, and just see what happens. I think it's gonna be so cool.
Oh yeah,
you gotta get Addison to talk some smack. Although your last video with her and Christy, she does really well opening packs.
She does really well.
I think she's probably going to be able to pronounce names better than Bryce does.
She knows them all.
I know.
So I just picked up 36 packs of Shining Legends.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Who should we thank for that?
That should be Polish Rob.
Polish Rob. Thanks, bud.
Select a payment option. Hold on. I'm just making sure that I got this taken care of.
Guys, you got live
purchase.
A live purchase.
Oh, man. Watch there not be a single Shining in that entire thing. No.
No, it's like almost impossible, right?
I think so. Well, we couldn't pull the Mewtwo for the life of us, and now we get it all the time. It's like LSG. Like, he kept talking like, I'm never going to get the Mewtwo. I'm never going to get the
PSA 10.
He's like, I'm never going to get the Mewtwo. Never going to get the Mewtwo. And then he just kept pulling it and pulling it and pulling it. And they gave me, we bought Christy the Raichu box at Walmart the other day for her birthday. It's just something to open. And we opened it, and there was another one. It was like, where are these all coming from?
I'm trying to think.
250.
250?
Yeah. Where did this come from? See, this is exactly why we like the chat and we like you guys to fuel the conversation, because these are things that we hadn't even looked at. Because it was like, Shining Legends, like whatever. Sold on the last one that sold in a 10 was 200.
That's still not bad.
No. You know what else?
Do you think a lot of what drives the market is basically like when other cards that they want kind of get out of reach, then they go for so some of these vintage prices for PSA 10s and 9s, because what I've seen a lot of is the 9s shooting up, like for WotC 9s is like where I'm seeing like the big like jump as far as like vintage like slabs go.
Yeah.
Because I still haven't seen, even though we're starting to see PSA returns like trickle back in, I still haven't seen a bunch of PSA 9s like jump, or PSA 10s of like cards jumping up like there used to be before COVID. But I think once those prices start getting out of control, where certain people can't afford the vintage stuff.
Yeah.
Then you just start buying up cards that just look cool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the Mewtwo in a 9 is $75. Like, I'd grade a 9 for that.
Like that's where I think like the prices of vintage stuff, it trickles down and it literally brings all the other. It brings some of these cool modern cards. It brings their price up with them. Do you know what I mean? Because what happens? You go and you search for like WotC cards, and then you're like, oh, you know what? I like this card was really cool, and you look at it and like, holy crap, that card! I'll just buy this one then. And then like once they start selling, then what happens is everybody goes in and tries to see the last sale price, and everybody wants to say, well, the last one sold for $200, so I'm going to sell mine for $210, and it's you know what I mean? It's like a snowball effect. So I really think the vintage kind of brings along all the modern stuff with it, because all those shiny cards, there's like those cards are so cool, especially all the shiny cards that are like in Neo Revelation and Neo Discovery, all those stuff. Like those are so cool, and the thing is the Shiny Legends is kind of like the modern version of that. So like, well, if those cards start to go up in price, I think the Shiny Legends kind of just follow suit because they're like the modern version of it. Do you know what I mean? Like
you gave me another thing to look up because I have a couple of them. I'm curious on what the Magikarp and Gyarados shinings are. Now that like the market's changed.
Yeah. They're nuts.
There's a bunch of first editions, and so mine I think are 9s if I was to grade them out. When I bought them back in January on a whim, because I bought that whole set, the Gyarados in a 9 was selling for like $100, and one sold on the 17th in a 9, not first edition, so unlimited like mine, and it was $472, and then one sold for $700 on the 16th. That's crazy.
Yeah, Polish Rob, if you search up a card, and then in the filters you go to sold or completed, and you kind of check that box, and then filter by like most recent, it'll show you like all the most recent sold. It doesn't necessarily like there's a lot of them where like it'll strike a line through the price and it'll say best offer accepted, so you don't really know like what the price of that is, or there may be cards that are like at auction, and then someone emails them saying, hey, would you take $250 for this? And if they're like yes, and then they end it, it shows like it's sold for full price, but it's not necessarily full price. But I mean, it's not, the sold prices aren't like drastically lower than what they actually show for, and a lot of times what is actually showed for. But there is a Google what do they call it? Google app. Where you can actually see the actual prices. Where I think it was in E4. Someone in E4 shared it, and it's a pretty cool thing in Google. I've used it. Just you can actually see the actual prices for the ones that have best offer accepted and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
The last Magikarp was $345. That's crazy because I paid $350 for that whole set.
Did you grade the Magikarp?
I haven't graded any of those yet. I wanted a binder set, and that's kind of where I was leaving it right now. If I needed,
that's what I was when I saw Rob's video where he went to his card shop when he was looking at all those sets. Like, I like binder sets. I love flipping through a binder and looking at all the cards through a set. But I also understand the big upside of getting a card graded. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like the rainbow rare, the rainbow energy I bought from the guy I bought it off of. What was so cool about that card, and the reason I wanted that card, and I could have had, TCA Gaming had one up. There's a couple of them that had up. The reason I really, really wanted his is because he pulled it himself and had it in a binder for like 20 years, and then just took it out. Yeah, a couple months ago, sent it in the grading, and it got a 10. I mean, how cool of a story is that? Yeah, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, binder sets are so awesome. I love the binder sets. I saw another binder set recently. I think it was on Instagram where they just had because I I don't play the new Pokemon game, but like I think they're releasing Alakazam or something, and someone showed a binder full of just Alakazams. I mean, that is so cool. Like I've always wanted to do like a Gyarados binder. Do you know what I mean? Like how cool would that be? Like I mean, and this person had like Alakazams from like base set all the way up to like some of the newer sets.
Yeah.
And I know Paul's big on binder sets.
So
and yeah.
So
I mean, it's really, really cool.
He's talking about, hesitant to grade cards. Paul, I only grade cards, even for my own personal graded collection, are not part of my binder sets. So, like all of the Hidden Fates cards I sent in were duplicates. All like I have like everything that's in the binder was our first pulls, and that's what's in there now. Other like. I mean, you could see behind me that everything's color-coded and labeled for the most part, and those are all of our binder sets. That's all of our XY, and that's XY, Sun and Moon, and Sword and Shield era stuff. And that's where stuff is right now. We keep a binder set of everything. So, I mean, Adam jokes with me a lot. He pulled the full art Boss's orders, and he's like, "Oh, we should sell this." And I said, "No. I'll pay you for it if you want it." And I need it for my binder. And I like my big thing is like I want a master set of everything, and then after that I'll start grading. And we open enough stuff to do that. But like when it comes to I'll only grade dupes at this point. Like I love to. You guys can watch me do it right now if you want to. But I just picked up the last two cards. I haven't put them in the binder yet. They're still sitting here next to me. But we finished the master set of Unbroken Bonds with these two. So, I mean, that set's done. I won't grade that Rainbow Rare Zard for that reason, because it's the only one that I have, and I'm not going to pull it out of the binder. So,
to answer your question, Polish Rob, yes, you're an idiot. And
it's on the left-hand side.
And then,
are you on mobile or on the?
Like, I'm with you, man. Like, sending the dupes. I was telling Polish Rob when I pulled it, and I told you on the phone multiple times that like the Zard that I pulled with Polish Rob it's a 10. And the reason I know it's a 10, is because I've now sent in and seen people like I have a 10 because I got a 10 based on I traded a $400 mystery box for it, which if Dank Valor's in here, he's probably rolling around because of yeah. I mean, at the time it was fair, but like it's just crazy. Like it wasn't that long ago that the Zard was at $400. But I've looked at it compared to like my PSA 10 one, and it's definitely a 10. But I decided to put that and my Cynthia in my binder because I want to complete the Hidden Fates binder. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I basically have a PSA 10 Charizard in my binder now. So now I just want to pull another one so I can get one graded.
I didn't see that he snuck in here, but the Trainer Wolf is here. I'm so sorry that I missed it. And he was talking about Rob, being jelly of the Rob Mob. But hello,
why is he jelly of Rob Mob?
Rob Mom. Because Rob Mom goes out and buys him all his cards and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, not all of us are living in our mom's basement. I mean,
oh man,
I can't. And he said I don't want to spoil the beans because I don't know. Like, but like you guys are gonna have an epic battle. You guys, that episode of his podcast is gonna be really fun. Like I might. Like, Bryce had soccer yesterday, so I got, 30 minutes into him and Yizzy's.
They were good. It was good last night.
It was good.
So, the box, I'm going to let you know, because we've had this conversation, that this box had to be open just because of the condition, and we didn't want to send it out the door. The box that I am opening for that, just because it's calling, it's like, I don't want, don't sell me, because it's that box that we had that had the factory defect with the 2 big holes on the front.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm opening for that video.
It's a sign. Like, if you pull another Rainbow Zard, it's a sign because of the.
We're like, we can't sell this, so we got to open it.
Yeah. I mean, how many So yesterday we sold a case of that. So that's 6 boxes. I mean, we've sold that is such a hot set. Like, that is crazy.
We've sold 3 of the 6 cases already. I think.
Nuts.
If maybe a little bit more after that last box I just sold. So, I don't know. It was good. It was a good starter for us to kind of get things.
Yeah, we were talking, like, how many conversations we had, tons of conversations about what we should invest in, and like that we did a great job.
So, speaking of selling Burning Shadows boxes, all right? Here it is. If you buy something and it comes to you and it doesn't look right, open it all the way before you jump to conclusions.
Yeah.
I got a text message I got a DM on Instagram, was it yesterday or the day before, and this guy sent me this video of him opening up his package. And he seems like a big collector because I followed him on Instagram, and he's got a bunch of like sales things and graded cards and stuff up there. And he sent me this video. He's like, "Hey, like I don't know if you did this on purpose or not." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "I think like I don't know if you were trying to scam me or if this was this is a mistake because." We started shipping single, like when we have single boxes, at least when I'm shipping them, I'm putting them in an ETB because the ETBs are like the box themselves with either bubble wrap or those little packing pillow things. It doesn't move around in the box at all, and it's just an extra added layer of protection to make sure that the box, like if somebody wants it in their sealed collection, it helps keep it that much more mint. And I asked the guys, like, did you open the ETB? And then I just got like, it was just a whole string of dudes. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry I jumped to conclusions. I thought you sent me like a repackaged ETB and I never opened it, and I just thought that like you guys made a mistake.
Which is crazy because like nobody like we're like, if you look at our reviews, at least on eBay, for like the first month we've had the store open, like everything been about like packing with us. Because that is where it's at. Make sure you pack it right. And the thing is like the most eye-pleasing package isn't always the best pack. You know what I mean? Like there's creative ways to pack stuff to make sure that it doesn't move and it packs right. Like I always send you all my bulk in ETBs, like taped with those little bubble. It's the sleeves. Yeah, it's like those little things. Like
no, these are yours.
What's that?
These are yours.
I know they're like little bubble wrap logs. Like they work so well. But I also use those to put like PSA cards in when I ship them off. But yeah, it's just funny how, especially when I get stuff from like raffles and stuff and how people ship shit. I'm just like, dude, I hate tape. Don't use tape. Like, especially when you're sending me blisters, don't use tape. Like, don't do it. And people. So it's like, yeah, I'm a big like proponent of like, you may see stuff when I send stuff, it may be packaged interesting, but there's a method to the madness. There's a reason you pack booster boxes and ETBs, and there's a reason I ship stuff the way I ship. So, but yeah, that was a super funny video, and he was just like, "Did you like? I bought a booster box. Why did you send me an ETB? Like." This is already open. It's a repackaged ETB. But I think we also too, like the last 2 weeks, we've kind of both been hit by the repackage bug.
Oh God! So I'm going to open one right now because I haven't sent it back. I'm going to show you. So what did you get hit? What was? Oh, your repack was Amazon Hidden Fates pin collection.
Yeah,
right?
but I bought it on. I bought a pin collection on eBay.
Yeah,
and I bought it, and literally I was taking the packages out of the the pin collection, and the cards were just falling out the bottom of the packages because they didn't even seal the bottom right. You know what I mean? They shoved it back in, and it presented it in a way that you couldn't tell from the way they were in like the plastic case of the pin collection. You couldn't tell that they were open, but they didn't even try resealing the packs. Like because as soon as you opened it, you could tell it was It wasn't even resealed. It was awful.
Yeah, let me find one here. I'm going to grab a random one. So, I bought, what was it? Well, what I'm going to open is this Lost Thunder pack, and I'm going to show you how bad these are. The people that had these ones, now watch this actually be a good one, and the ones that I opened were all bad. Because this one actually looks okay. Nope, it's not. So, I just, here's the pack, right? Here you go. This was bought as 2 booster boxes sold together. They said that the booster boxes had tears and stuff in it, and that's how it was, and it happens from time to time. But I'm just going to show you. I'm gonna just in case Mercari wants me to send all this stuff back. I mean, it's a team up code card. I showed you what the pack was, right? So the code card's not even right. Oh, and look, by the way, a second team up code card, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here's the 8 actual cards that are in here. Not a single rare, not a single reverse. And this one actually has 3 uncommons in it. But there was a lot of them where I had Unbroken Bonds commons in the packs when I was opening them. It's tough. And then what else? I had those friends of ours here, the Weavers, had asked about Rebel Clash packs, and I thought I had bought them at GameStop, and I didn't. I went back and I looked and saw that I picked them up on Mercari, and they're like, we opened some of these that you gave us, and there wasn't a rare in them. And then I went back and I opened the other 34 that I had here, and so between the 6 that they had and the 34 that I had, there wasn't a single ultra rare, and I found that all of the packs that they repackaged them. So I have them here underneath me, so I can show you guys kind of what the difference looks like. I think these do it. I think Cosmic Eclipse was the first set that. Let me find a Cosmic pack here too. Good Lord. All right, I'm going to figure it out here. But these new blister packs that are out are awful. Because... Did Unbroken do it? Nope. I think Unified Minds is the last set to do it. So Sword and Shield does it, right? So you have the old blisters are like this, right? They're completely sealed around here. I think Cosmic Eclipse is the first set to do it that has this flap in the back. So we bought the Rebel Clash ones, and what they did is they were very careful with how they undid the flap, and then they resealed it on the same glue. Where they took a knife up underneath it, and then they resealed it, and they took out all of the ultra rares and the high-valued hollows. So out of those 34 packs, I think I only got 10 rares. 2 hollows out of them. It still had the reverse hollows. All of the code cards are still valid. But these blisters, if you're not buying them from a source that you know of, they can definitely be resealed. And we found out, I think we were on the phone when I was doing it. I was like, oh, I bet you this one's going to be a bad one. Sure enough. So
yeah, I mean, and then you try to reach out, and the guy unfriended you and blocked you.
Yeah, he told me that he gets everything directly from Pokemon, which is false because no one's going to resell them at the price that you buy from Pokemon Center. But and then he's like, as soon as I get them from Pokemon themselves, I sell them and I send them out to people. I was like, that's so false.
Yeah.
And then he blocked me from ever purchasing or talking to him again. So that was that sucked. And it sucked because it wasn't us that found it. It was it's part of the reason why I really was trying to push through some paperwork this week to make sure that we have only good stuff around here. So I actually, that's the Sword and Shield blisters. I know exactly where those came. Those were GameStop purchases recently. So there's nothing else that we had bought from somewhere else anymore. It's all legit purchases.
Yeah, I mean, it was awful. I mean, mine was a pink collection, and mine wasn't. I was just one, and I reached out to the girl, and she was just like, "Oh, it was a return purchase from Amazon." I was like, "Well, that makes sense. I'm not going to ask for a refund, just because it's not worth it." And like, I like to think that people are tell the truth. So I was just like, I felt bad for her. I mean, she could have scanned me, and it's just, it is what it is. But for $15, I wasn't gonna. I'd rather try to like educate her instead of like being asking for the money back or whatever, because I just threw it in the bulk pile. I mean, I'm still heading Fate's cards. It was just there was no code card and there was no rare in any of the packs.
So Mercari's really good about it. Those the Lost Thunder stuff, they've already told me that they were going to give me refund me for all of it. I'm just waiting to see what they say from the seller, but they've already confirmed with me that I'll get my money back one way or another. And I should have that this week. I need to call them tomorrow when I get an opportunity to. They're West Coasters, so when I went to call the other day, it was too early and they were closed, and I just never called them back. But there was another point. We had bought actually a sealed Lost Thunder box, and the packaging on the outside wasn't synonymous with the other ones that we've had and we've opened. And all I did was take pictures of the box that we received and then other boxes that we had here. And it was almost instantaneous that we had a shipping label to send back to the person, and they had already, refunded us. So Mercari's really good. Just remember that you have 72 hours to inspect the item before you can't return it. So don't rate the seller immediately. Like, check out what you have. If it is packs, like, open them and make sure they're legit before you go and rate the buyer, because that was the mistake that I made, because I had actually bought those for kind of rainy day pack openings and stuff like that, and it ended up blowing up in my face. So it is what it is.
I think too is what makes it hard is when you buy stuff, you don't necessarily want to open it all the time right away. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay for you, but I'm just like, but like.
I'm just giving you crap.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm just giving you crap.
For you, there's an issue, and you guys have a problem. But for me, like, I can buy a couple boxes and just want to, like if you're buying like a couple sleeve blisters because they're good price, like online. Like if you buy a couple like base XY or base Sun Moon, like,
we don't open everything. I mean,
but I'm just saying, like, if you want to,
yeah.
When did you find a run of like 10 open ones? You're screwed because you didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you didn't open them right away, and then people think that that if you don't open them right away, that you just opened them, and then all of a sudden you didn't get something you like, so now you're trying to return it.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a pain in the butt.
It's doo-doo. But
so what? So what is in that box?
This one?
What's in that box?
All right. How long have we been at this? Ooh, an hour and 17 minutes.
We're just talking.
So
77 minutes.
All right. So in the chat, let me know if you guys want to see what our first two Zards came back at. Or should I say Zard?
Why don't you guys take a guess? Why don't you guys take a guess at like what the grades are? He had two of them.
Correct. So, because we can't save anything. Granted, these were special. So these are the first two cards that we've ever had graded ourselves. We didn't buy them.
And FYI, these should have been on your Wednesday opening, except I made the mistake of allowing Porsche to send these, and I took my car back, and they were still sitting in the back of my car, like my shipment to you. So we got a 9 and a 10. Polish Rob wants to know when they were pulled.
HydroPump Mod demands to see what's in the box. So Rob Mob asked when these were pulled. So one of these were pulled back in the beginning of December out of an Ultra Ball. And then the other one was pulled in a hotel in Portland, Maine back in early March. Because Christy told me to buy a Raichu tin, and I didn't want to buy it, and then she was like, just buy it and bring it home. And then I was sitting in the hotel room, and I was like, screw it. I'm just going to open it now. And that's where the other one came from. So one came from a hotel room in Portland, Maine from a small store, and the other one came from an Ultra Ball that I think we had pre-ordered, or a Great Ball that we had pre-ordered. So that's where these are.
Like, Polish Rob is trying to trying to get all the information possible so that he can ask questions and find the perfect. He's trying to find the perfect tin that has it in.
No,
I think he opens because he opened some with Yizzy, and he didn't get it again.
You know why he hasn't gotten it yet? Because he hasn't reached out to me for packs. We seem to have the golden hand for that stuff, and people that have had a hard time getting it.
And then the thing is you guys have an opening issue, so you're running out.
Yeah.
But everybody, when you go live all the time, everybody just wants to see it open.
Yep.
Anytime I'm opening stuff, I always just want to sprinkle some in and open up.
All right. Do you guys want to see 5.5 or 5.4 first? I'm going to show them.
5.4. You got to see 5.4.
You want to see
That's the first one.
You want to see
That's technically
5.4?
the first one graded. Let's see it.
Come on, 5.5 or 5.4? I want the chat to say what it is.
The first one is your first 5.4 is technically your first card ever graded, right? It's your first card. It's not just your first Zard. It's your first ever card you graded.
Yeah.
Open up.
Bam, boys! There it is! Oh, goodness. It's so pretty! Oh.
It was. Yes, sir. Accidentally saw the grade way before you got to show. So it's anticlimactic for me.
No, it is. You should. I was dancing around. I was running around all over the place last night. Oh, look at that. We got double tensies.
Double tens.
It's so awesome.
Double tens.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So that's our reveal.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. So you the one that's in your binder was in the same exact condition, right? So
it's another 10. Yeah.
And then you have a 9, right? The one you pulled right before Rob and I went live the first time.
I think is a 9. Yep.
Yeah. Just got Charizards and sleeves, man. Card savers.
Boom, they're ready to go. Oh, those are base set ones, not.
No, there's a shiny in there.
No, there's 2 right here. Oh.
Just the casual.
I think this
casual
one.
Shiny
I think
Charizard
this. I think this is the 9.
Yeah, it's a little to the right.
To the right, and it's top heavy.
Yeah.
So, and then this is Christie's from the other night.
From the live.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one I have. That's what I'm saying. The one I have, I compared it to yours, and it's a 10. There's the back is clean. There's nothing wrong with it. But then I just put in the binder because I want to complete the binder, because in that binder is Hidden Fates and First Edition Team Rocket in the same binder.
Yeah.
So it's my favorite binder. I want both of them completed.
Yeah. Hey, honey, what's up? You came in? Christy.
So you can't switch them out because the one that's in the binder is the first one you ever pulled.
Yeah, this is the binder one.
Yeah, we think the one Christy pulled is the one we're auctioning off, right?
Yeah.
So that one is getting graded.
The other two, they'll both get graded.
The 9?
I'll grade them both.
Yeah. There's a couple I'm interested to see There's a couple that
Hey, honey.
people send it to.
Christy. EX Dragon.
So you said the EX Dragon Secret Rare Zards. Yeah, so the EX Dragon Secret Rare Zard. I'm trying to think of which one that one is. Is that the green one?
I did it already.
That's EX Dragon Charizard.
I forgot. Dave called you a 10.
I'm a 10?
Yeah.
Well, duh. Why are you laughing?
No, your Charizard.
Oh.
No,
Well,
Hey,
he said.
Addison, are you ready to battle on Friday?
Yes.
Yes.
She's been dying to come in here and say hi the whole time. So, there's the ringleader.
Uh-oh. Put all the valuable stuff away.
Oh, yeah.
Bailey's here. Put all the valuable stuff away now.
B, look, stand right here. No, right.
They had to come in. They wanted
right
to.
there. Right there.
They wanted to be in the picture when we showed them. So.
Okay, don't listen.
Addison, you gotta talk smack to Bryce too.
Oh, she's already has been.
And I'm telling you right now, he is the worst loser ever. So if you beat him, he's gonna be a pain in the butt to deal with. He just is. He's the worst loser ever.
Oh man.
He pouts.
So. All right. What else? What else we got? Oh, we got to do this giveaway.
Yeah, I don't know how many. I can't even remember the. You
I got
have the.
I have it all set up.
All right.
Bailey.
B,
Go watch your show.
come on, B.
Thanks, guys.
Let's go finish our task.
High five.
Let's go. Wait, before you can see a golden Charizard.
They're organizing bulk.
What?
They're organizing bulk right now while we're doing this.
Are they?
Yeah. There's about 5,000 Sword and Shield base set bulk cards that need to be taken care of because I really want to get the staple trainer cards up on the eBay page, and I can't keep track of where things are right now, so it had to happen. Let's see here. YouTube random comment generator. Let me make sure that this is still working. You ready you want to do the giveaway?
Yeah, do it. Roll it.
All right. We're going to do the giveaway. So on this video, we asked for people to do hashtag Rillaboom. I did the Get YouTube comments. There were 6. And I'm going to run it. And we're going to see who won. And it's probably going to be Dave. My guess is Dave. Nope.
Dave.
Guess what? That Rillaboom's going international.
Nuh-uh.
MD.
MD?
MD won.
Nice.
Yeah. I like it. All right.
I just sent her stuff.
I know you did. You're like, arr.
although I remember I told you, like, I found out through my post office that I can send stuff, like certain packages I can just send without having to worry about the customs and stuff. So I think I can get it to her faster than like if it was a big box.
Yeah. Let's see here. I have about 5,000 more Sword and Shield cards to send you. Awesome.
Who has it? Who has 5,000?
Polish Rob said he had about 5,000 more Sword and Shield packs.
First of all, don't packs?
No.
Or like bulk?
Bulk.
Like, look. Don't be sending trash cans of cards either. Like, can we get some organization? Like, if you care as much for your bulk,
he's very organized. He sent me a picture of what it actually looks like, not a trash can.
Like if he cared more about, like if he cared as much about bulk as he does his computer, like they wouldn't just be thrown in a, like, you should have seen the madness. Like he was just throwing jumbo promo cards on the floor like they were nothing. I mean,
he's just
here we go.
He's just bitter right now.
And the thing is like all his cards are like medium play to near mint.
So there is no child labor. They're getting paid.
No, yeah, they're getting paid with
LOL dolls. That's what they asked for.
LOL. Oh my god. It's LOL and hatchables, man.
LOL
That's what
dolls,
it's
man.
about.
That's what they asked for. So I don't think Bailey's getting any because she sorts about like 10 cards and then she says she's done. But Addison's doing pretty good.
That's the same thing with my kids. Like Dempsey, he'll do like 2 and then he'll be out. Like Bryce will help and do everything because he wants to earn money because he's trying to buy a Lamborghini. So like yeah. We live next to like there's this exotic car place. It's called like the Toy Barn. So we always have to drive by it and stuff.
Got it.
But he's always trying to save for his Lamborghini, and he knows that like our bank you have to do the online app. So he's always asking me to like log in to the online app because he can see his savings account. And he's like always like trying to update. Like he's always asking. He's like, "Dad, you need me to pull some weeds for some money this weekend?" Like he's always trying to get money, dude.
Awesome.
Always trying to get money.
That is awesome.
But he will not sell any of his Pokemon cards for money. But he'll do anything for money. Oh yeah.
That's awesome though.
Yeah, for Lamborghini, but it's not anything like realistic.
Hey, it's realistic if you want it to be.
I guess.
I guess.
It's motivation for him to get a good job and do good in school. Because I tell him all the time, you can't get a Lamborghini unless you do good in school. Because unlike you, you're not gonna be like 30 years old, and I'm buying you Pokemon cards like other people. Like you're gonna have to like pull your own weight here.
Oh man, Christy's got a nickname for him too. Happy Father's Day to you, Mav, as well.
You too, Mav.
Hopefully them kids aren't going totally crazy. Tell them I got trash can booked to get sorted. Christy said they're not sorting your bulk until a certain bag is bought. Because she calls them bags now.
I mean, what happens is he gets so upset about not pulling cards, he just takes it out on everybody. You know what I mean? It's just like, Mom, I need. You know what he reminds me? He reminds me like when I think of it, I think of
he doesn't go in asking for meatloaf. He goes in, Ma.
Yes,
hit face, Ma.
That's what I'm about to say. Like it's Wedding Crashers. Rob's on the couch and he's like, Mom, Pokemon cards now. We need it. And he's looking at Chelsea, and Chelsea's like, he's like, you want some? Do you?
Oh,
Mom!
Mom!
Mom, the Pokemon cards. We need some.
Oh, man. Oh, so good. Actually, we got him to say it last night on the live. But Yizzy was doing his little song on Rob's live last night with the ukulele, and I asked him to sing a song, and Chelsea goes, you don't want to hear him sing. And
Did he sing?
He didn't sing. And I said, Rob, you've got to serenade Chelsea on the dual live so we can all see it. And he said, I think I can be able to do that. And if she could have given like the head smack emoji, she would have done it.
Did Chelsea show up on the live?
No. She was in chat. She was like, no, don't ask for that.
Yeah, like she's like, until he starts pulling something that's like worth like watching, like she's just gonna stay behind the scenes. Like, you know what I mean? Like
he's like, I turned my volume down to see what you're thinking. Oh man!
But Yizzy has a good voice, man.
He does. He was killing it last night.
Yeah, like when sometimes he plays the ukulele and sings. I'm like, holy cow, you got some talent.
Did you see him last night on the live? Have you gotten that far?
I haven't gotten that far yet. Yeah. Like I'm like 30 minutes in.
He goes into it.
But like I'm just saying, Yizzy, like I like Yizzy's stuff because he does like a lot of stuff that's not necessarily like I guess it is Pokemon related, but he puts a cool twist on it. Like whether it's like the answering the questions, or he's like he just like his audio and his video is always on point.
Oh, yeah.
He does a great job with that stuff. I mean, Rob's got a lot better too.
Mav's just dropping in and showing some love.
Hey guys,
awesome.
Make sure. Let me go get an art set real quick. So think about hashtags. So next week I'll send out some.
I already got it.
All right,
it's gonna.
You already got the hashtag?
Yeah, I know what we're gonna do.
All right, we need an art set. Look at this, guys. This is the first.
Yizzy's a Backstreet Boy.
It kind of is a Backstreet Boy. All right, guys, there it is. I haven't even opened a pack of this yet, so
You opened that?
Huh?
You opened that?
The Roaring Skies?
I thought you were going to keep that sealed.
I haven't opened anything from it. There you go, guys. Look at that. So next week, we'll give away a art set of Roaring Skies.
Tell your friends. What's going on, Jordan?
I've never opened it before.
Hey, Jordan, is it your birthday? Or did it pass already? Did we miss it? I haven't seen you in a while, but I know your birthday was coming up. I know Spencer's is tomorrow. Old Spency's is tomorrow. I totally forgot to get his package.
What postage company would you advise sending PSA cards? So I've always sent mine through USPS. I haven't had any issues.
Yeah, I sent the last one USPS priority, and July 28th. All right, cool. I'll write it down. I thought you were right around all the rest of ours. The last time I sent mine USPS priority, but I put a bunch of extra insurance on it.
But you can only here's the thing too. So like if I was because if I was
you need to move back. If not, I have to shift you again. Never mind. You're good. You're good. I got you fixed. I moved the screen.
So if I was Leonhardt, I would have sent it FedEx. That high of a price card because
don't send first edition songs.
Because you can only insure so much through USPS.
Yeah,
there's a limit. So if you're sending a high item like that. Because I know he mentioned in his video that he did all the right things, but he did file an insurance claim. There's no way he could file a claim that's even the raw value of that card would have dictated me sending it through FedEx, because FedEx you can go like $10,000 on insurance claim. So I would have gone if it's what is it? Is it like $1,000? I think USPS is only $1,000. I want to say it's only $1,000.
I think that's what I insured mine at the last time.
So if like you have a card that's like crazy expensive, like a first edition Zard, I would send it with FedEx because you can insure it for more.
Or UPS you can as well.
Yeah, UPS. But I just have a FedEx near me. That's why I always go to FedEx. But yes, I would not send super expensive stuff through USPS, not because stuff gets lost, but because of the being able to insure the package. Because I use FedEx when I ship, my unlimited jungle box I sold, or if I like the high-end vintage stuff that I sell, I send it FedEx because I can insure it for more. Otherwise, I use my USPS. Man, the only thing I ever got lost was the jungle booster pack I sent CJB. Only thing that's ever been lost. I think the fact that got lost retired him. I think it literally retired him.
Or wait and hand deliver it. It's not like he has anything better to do. Like, that would have been the perfect video. Like, if you had income like he did, granted LA shut down because of rioting and COVID, but like, I would have waited. And I would have like done a vlog video with that thing in my hand. And I would have hand delivered it to him.
You mean fly out to Newport Beach or wherever?
No, but he's in Texas. Like, I would have made it like a drive thing, right? Like, stop into Vegas and go see his good buddy. What's his name? Gary from Pawn Stars lived there in the Vegas area.
Yeah.
And so like driven up there, seen him, done a video with him, and then like driven out. Like, I would have made a sweet. Like,
I wonder if he overnighted it.
Like, I would have just would have vlogged it. I would have made like a really cool video about it. Like the first edition Charizards trek to California. And
especially because that's his job, right? Like his is a full-time YouTuber.
Or I would have stopped at like LCSs along the way and just to see what they had, like done, Polish Rob type videos where you walk in and you see it. Like when I'm gone for work and I'm out of town, like I always rent a car for a day and I drive around and I look for different card shops and stuff to see what I can find. And then how many people would have watched the trek to California for the first edition Zard to get graded? Like that would have been perfect.
I know. Well, we're just a lot smarter than everybody else.
I was like, oh man, whatever.
Just look at our B set sales, dude. We're mind readers when it comes to this type of stuff. We're before our time.
Oh yeah. We saw what was happening to Hidden Fates PSA cards, and I just decided to try and find every pack that I possibly could at retail price.
Yeah, but how many times like we just need reassurance just for the other person to say yes, do it.
Oh, every single before I do like almost anything, before either one of us almost do anything anymore, it's like, hey, do you think this is okay?
Yeah, this is all right. This makes sense.
Post Rob, I won't give him any ideas, but I can tell you one thing: the next time that we drive down to see my in-laws, we're gonna stop at your house and we're gonna do a video together at your card shop of us buying something.
Yeah, because he's in Orlando. Like, if I go to see my brother's in Tampa. Like, if I ever go down to see my brother again, like, not that I'm never going to see my brother again, but, like, we usually go down. He's right there. I'm going to go in there, like, just walk behind the camera. I'll be like, he'll start a video, and I'm just there sorting through his trash can bulk.
What's going on? So, another person that I would go see if I was on my way down is Shine Dog there. He's in Jacksonville. He's a cool dude. Let's see here. I know that this is too early to ask, but what Pokemon card products in standard format should I buy to help my online collection? I wouldn't buy the online cards. Like, there's enough people in the Discord and whatnot that know you by this point that'll help you out. I wouldn't just buy online. Like, unless you're like a super competitive player and you are trying to, you're trying to play tournament, like somebody like I know he's here, so I'm going to talk about him. Like Shine Dog buys online cards, right? And he buys code cards and stuff like that. But this is a guy that's, once stuff opens back up, he's probably going to be a regional card player. Like, he's good, he gets it, and that's just who he is. Like, those are the people that should be buying the online cards to make sure that they can play and be competitive. But he's also the person that Jordan, you need to ask because he might be able to help you out because he has a bunch. But only buy it if you're one of those like super high-end competitive players that's looking at testing new decks because you can't always play at an LCS. That's just my opinion for online stuff.
Yeah, I have I have tons of code cards I just give you all the time. I'm thinking like there's tons of people giving out code cards out there, and you give them out all the time. So
yeah, I mean,
like,
people
unless you're trying to go like balls to the wall competitive, take your chance with a few packs. I mean, I have tons of. I mean, it depends on what sets, but I got tons of stuff. Yeah, like when Polish Rob showed me that video, like because my brother's close, I was gonna have my brother go up. If he didn't buy that first edition Team Rocket set, I was gonna have my brother go up and buy it.
Well, I would have found somebody else around there to get it too. If you would have told me, whoa, here we go.
What's that?
And he told me they've got Dragon's Exalted packs for $17.
What is that? What set is that?
Black and white.
Black and white.
Yeah.
I looked at that, man. I'm like, when he did that, I'm like, dude, that is such a cool card shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that has old packs and stuff that you can just go in. Like I don't have anything. Like yeah. I live in a big city. I don't have anything like that.
So to answer Jordan's question, because his birthday is coming up in July, like what to ask for his birthday, there's that new premium trainer collection that's coming out next Friday. That's what you need. If you want to be an online player, it comes with 2 Dedenes. It comes with 2 Bosses Orders. It comes with 2 Professor's Research, 2 Marnies, 2 Roses, I think.
They're digital?
Well, it comes with the code card. With all the stuff that come in the box is all in the code card. So So like if that's something that you need, and then Jordan, it's probably going to be pretty hard to find, but because you're very close, if you have your parents reach out to us, if you need the email for them to reach out, I have 2 extras. So if they want that, I will sell it to them at cost for your birthday.
I actually have half a booster box of legendary treasures.
They're selling them for $20 a pack, and it's not bad.
I bought them for $5. I bought them for $5 a pack back, and like I think I may have some in those tins we bought a long time ago that I didn't open.
So
how many of those tins? How many tins did we buy?
15, 5, 5, and 5.
That's right.
If I wouldn't have bought those other ones, I would have bought 30 of them. But I had bought that other later XY generation set off of somebody else, and that kind of killed the budget at the time. Yeah, there's a peek around. So
how many of those tins do you still have sealed?
Of what? The ones that we bought?
Yeah,
2. Christy opened one alive, and then I have 3. I have a Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur one from the other stuff that I bought.
And then you have like all the packs, like right? You have.
I haven't opened like any of them. The only packs that I've opened was the XY base packs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm just he's got the Charizard stuff I think pretty set away there, Shine Dog. But Jordan, I also have Pikarom stuff for your Pikarom deck that comes with the 4 Jirachis. I've got those sealed, so you can make your money back on those. So just hit me up via email. I have your parents hit me up via email because I know I'm not allowed to send stuff to you, but you're only an hour away, and there's a couple of Walmarts on the way that I'd like to check out. So if that's something that you're interested in, that's what your parents want to get you, I'll drive them down to you, buddy.
That's how bad of a problem you have when you're like, I want to drive because there's a couple of Walmarts I want to stop by. I know it just sounds weird. There's a couple good Walmarts.
But you know me, like we talk enough. Like I don't buy retail that much anymore. Like most of what I buy is in bulk when we buy stuff these days.
Well, I think we're being like next week. We're hoping to have good news by the end of the next week. So
yeah. And then I won't ever buy retail again.
No, that's what I'm about to say. Like if what happens, what we want to happen next week, by the end of next week, early the following week, we won't be buying retail again.
Nope, I'll never buy retail again. And then
hopefully next Sunday we have big news.
I'm just telling Jordan that I have the Pikarom deck that he needs, and then that box. Can you hand deliver to Texas? Trainer Wolf, to see you in the junior trainer, absolutely.
I will come to Texas because my uncle lives in. Where does he live? I live in my uncle lives in San Antonio. I'll hand deliver some oddities. It'll be the oddest thing you ever see in your life.
Yeah, we also joked about it, and we've got to do it at one point when you don't have a whole lot of work to do and I don't. Like we need to do a vlog trek, like take like 2 to 3 weeks and just rent a car and just start up by you and work our way down, or start by me because I think there's more people south of me, and kind of like dip down and then like drive to the Texas area and just do how many PokeTubers can we meet in this period of time, like post-COVID, like when things open back up again. I think that'd be an awesome like video set. Stop at LCSs along the way and just that'd be cool.
There's quite a few that are like not terribly far. It's crazy how many there are in Texas, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, Trainer Wolf lives like 20 minutes from Mav, and then Nerdy Dad lives right next to them as well.
And so does Vinted Hunter Brothers.
Okay,
they're in Texas too.
I thought you were gonna say Voldemort. But I mean, you got Rob in Orlando. You got a bunch of.
When I found out Rob was in Orlando, I was like, "That's pretty dope," because like my brother's in Tampa, so there's got to be a time when I go down to Florida to visit my brother that I can just stop by. And obviously I'm hoping to plan something where I'm coming to, like, once I found out how close you are to the beach, we're definitely making that happen where we're bringing the fam down to, because I last year, it's crazy. Last year, how close I was.
Yeah.
Like, is it called Hatteras, or was that how you say it?
You were. Yeah.
Like, I launched off there for
you're 2 hours away.
I know.
You were half an hour, maybe less, from Gyarados Freak.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I'm trying to think. So we could meet Shine Dog, because he's been one of those people that I've talked to. He's not a PokeTuber or anything, but I've talked to him since he was one of the first people I ever sold stuff to. Between him and Spency, they got me into actually like looking into the legitimacy of like doing something with selling cards. And then what else? Who else is there? You can keep heading south. You got Zen in Miami. You've got Young Cloud in the Palm Beach area. You can drive out to Fort Myers. You go to the west coast of Florida, and you've got TCG Funhouse.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's a bunch of people in Florida and Texas. Tons in Florida and Texas. And then you got Sudan, who's out in Colorado.
And then you've got Sudan in Colorado, right? And then I keep forgetting the Brantley boys live about an hour and a half from me. We've talked to them. You talk to them from time to time. I talk to them.
I guess there is people because they got you, Gyarados Freak, TCA Gaming is in North Carolina. So there's a bunch in North Carolina too.
Yep.
And then Lootbox is what?
He's in Atlanta. We could stop in and see him. If we started here, we could hit a bunch of them. Like, if we took 2 weeks to do it and we just kind of went and stopped it, we could see a whole lot of people. Like, that would be epic.
Yeah.
Speaking of epic, is Epic Tube in Texas as well?
No, he's in the Atlanta area.
He's in the Atlanta area as well. That's right. Yeah,
Georgia.
Yep. So that's crazy. Gyarados Freak. I'm about 2 hours from you, and then the Brantley boys are just outside of Raleigh. But Adam number 2, Golden War Turtle, was in Hatteras last year for vacation.
Yeah, so close. I am literally 2.5 hours from Minuteman Ren. Yeah. And then I'm probably...
Oh, yeah, David's Poke Life is in the Atlanta area right there next to Epic as well. Southern Georgia.
I don't know anybody else. I don't know anybody else in Ohio.
Oh, you know who else is on the way down? Shinobi lives in Daytona.
It's a lot of people in Florida.
Now that I'm this is how much we talk with other people. Like, we know where so many people live.
Yeah. Like when we went to when we went up to the cottage in Michigan, I literally was 30 minutes from CJV. Like when I was driving up past, because he's in the Grand Rapids area.
And then you were super close to Minuteman Ren too, right? When you were at your in-laws.
They
same town, right?
He literally lives 10 minutes from my in-laws.
Yeah, and you leave Florida and you come around. Yizzy's in Alabama as you come back around. There's all sorts of people you could do. Dave's kind of in the weird zone there in California. K-Dub is in Southern California. Spency's in Southern California and San Diego. There's a bunch.
No wonder. Polish Rob's Florida's thick. There are people fighting over.
No wonder he can't find a Zard.
No kidding. I'm surprised not more people in Florida run into each other at Walmart trying to find collections.
Well, so there was Smalley Opes in Singapore. We can just drive all the way out there. Young Cloud was looking for stuff at one point, and my in-laws were looking for stuff when Hidden Fates first came out. And then there was, I'm not going to say his name, but there was a guy that we talked with for a while. I haven't heard from him. But he was a Palm Beach County sheriff. And he was looking for Hidden Fates. So it was everybody was in this small bubble of the same Walmarts and the same Targets looking for the same stuff.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people. Like, if you look at it, Florida has a ton of PokeTubers. And they're all the way from, like, they're all over the place.
Oh, man. Justin's trolling him, Rob, right now for not opening that ETB.
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 ETBs. I told you. Did I tell you the other day, like, when I found one of them at, like, one of them was, like, found, no joke. One was found, like, right before COVID started. I found one at a Barnes & Noble.
Wow.
The most random thing ever. And the reason I was in there is I was looking for a book for Bryce. And I just went over to, like, their board game section.
Yeah.
And, like, in the back, there was just a Hidden Fates for what the ETBs.
$49.99.
They were at 49?
Yeah.
Or 59?
49.
49. Yeah, I was like, I'll take this. And I got so excited about it that I bought it, and I totally forgot to get Bryce's book. So I got home, and Porter's like, "Did you grab Bryce's book?" I'm like,
"No, but I got.
I found this
cards.
ETB that like no one can find anywhere. I got to go back there. Sorry, I got totally discombobulated."
Oh man. Poke Breaks and Poke Soup are in Florida as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who else all that's out there. Yeah, Sudon's like all by himself out in Colorado. I'm not sure who else is out in Colorado. I'm trying to think of who else. Oh, that I told you last night. So I was out till like 3 o'clock last night. I'm not even really out, just at a friend's house. Our kids swim together and play soccer together. And I was just, I bought those Heart Gold, Soul Silver things that I think are money. I bought 2 of them. There's more than 2 available, but I bought 2 of those. I think those are money. Those are just investment pieces. And then I bought those the sleeve blisters. And then on a whim, I was just on Instagram, and I found 2 art set of potentially shadowless blisters straight from a case. So good. Because I was telling you, I ordered that glass display case like how many freaking moons ago, and I just got noticed that it got shipped. So I cannot wait to show off my my little glass case here. And I got those. What I want is I'm hoping the guys that make those cases for the Watsy boxes, I think he's actually going to make cases for blisters.
So Pokeball leaves the stream to go find Hidden Fates at Walmart. Like, what kind of crap is this?
What? I was like, is Pokeball moving from? Is he like just moving like?
I don't know.
Because he's pretty close. He's pretty close to a bunch of. I have relatives that are in the Chicago area.
Oh man.
So he leaves, and now he's vlogging from. You know, his wife sent him off to get like laundry detergent, and he did a pulled me. He's like, I came back. He comes back with a Gyarados pin, and she's like, dude,
where's the laundry detergent?
Where's the bread and where's the laundry detergent?
He said he found it. He said he found it in the process of buying dinner. The question is, did he actually remember to get the dinner?
Yeah. Hey, can you go? Hey, I need you to go to Walmart and grab me a rotisserie chicken. And he comes back with a Gyarados tin.
No rotisserie chicken.
No rotisserie chicken.
Oh man.
The best is like he should have said. Best is he opened it and pulled a shiny Zard, and the only people left on the continent that don't have one is Epic and Polish Rob.
Yeah. What is it? Sudon, Rainbow Poke Queen of Kanto, formerly Rainbow Pokemom. She lives in the Denver area.
Ooh, there's somebody there.
So there's somebody else in Colorado. But crap, I forgot the rotisserie chicken. Oh goodness.
I've done it so many times though. Like I went to a store and like I needed something. I'm like, oh well, I'm out. The kids aren't there, and you find something. You come home, and it's just like sometimes I don't even. I come back home and I just leave. Right? Like I'm like, Portia be like, I saw you pull in the drive when you left again, and I'm just like, oh, I forgot something. But then it's like you didn't even get anything you were supposed to get.
It is. I do it all the time. I did it the other day. I pulled in, and then I was like, oh man. And Chrissy's like, weren't you just home a second ago? I was like, yeah, I gotta go back.
Yeah, but you go to Walmart and it's to get something, and you go and you see in the card section they don't have anything, so you leave. And next thing you know, you keep going to the next furthest Walmart, and the next thing you know, like your wife's like, "Where are you?" And you're like, "I'm at Walmart." She's like, "What's taking so long?" Well, I'm actually in the Walmart. I'm in Kentucky right now. Like somehow I made it to Kentucky.
Yeah. Jolty on these.
Order pizza.
Jolty on these normally go about an hour and a half, but we haven't done one in a while. And I think today is kind of showing how most of Adam and I's conversations go. It's just something comes up, and it's actually really fun because everything has been actually driven by the chat today. So yeah, but every other Walmart was out of milk. Oh man.
Yeah, looked like Chicago's going through a milk shortage. Hey, Paul, whatever excuse you got to make up not to get in trouble, man. I've never used that the Walmart's out of milk excuse. I mean, I'll try and see if I can pull that off with Portia. That sorry it took me so long, but Walmart was out of milk. I should try that one.
What's going on, Speedy Lucario? Thanks for joining us. I don't know how much longer we're going for, but thanks for joining us. So. We're getting to that 5 o'clock Eastern time mark.
Yeah, and then like in an hour for you guys that joined my giveaway, which was kind of crazy. I think there was like over 100 unique comments for those packs. We didn't get to the WotC binder. Here, I'll show you. We didn't get to this like WotC binder, but it's still on the table for like my next giveaway because I think next week I got these really cool. Let me show you. I'll get those too. Actually, I'll make this my cards of the week.
I already showed mine.
Yeah, you already showed yours. So I got these from, I don't know, for those of you that are on Instagram, and if you guys know Drew's Custom Cards, I sent one of his packs in the giveaway. But these things are pretty cool. So if you see these, this is the Charizard one.
Polish Rob.
I should send this. It's a custom card. It's a shiny Charizard. I should just send this to Polish Rob because he doesn't have one. But you're the
worst. Polish Rob, you are such a troll.
What does he say now?
No, you are. You're like every chance you get to just kind of push it.
Dude, because the feud doesn't. We thought the feud would stop, but it didn't stop. But then they have this. Look at this Blastoise.
That one's pretty cool.
It goes from like him on shore to like in a cave. That's and cool. Then here's the Venusaur.
Jolty on unboxing. Yeah. Keep going. That's cool.
The Venusaur is like a. I can't. Yeah. I'm trying to see if.
Yeah, it was working. Like there. There you go. That way. There it is. That's cool.
So there's 3.
Jolteon asks what we think of not Darkness Ablaze, but the set after that, which will be the holiday set, aka 3-5. But it. Yeah, I'm going to get back to that Polish Rob comment. But, or Trainer Wolf's comment there. But it doesn't have a name yet. The Poke Beach put out, like, they had exclusive, they kind of were given exclusive stuff from Pokemon to release, like, what it's going to be in that first group of cards. No, Adam is my name. Adam is also Cold War Turtle's name. So if you're new to this, it gets kind of confusing. But the set's going to be awesome. We talked about it in the beginning. It's a lot of the cards that we haven't gotten yet that Japan had. It's stuff that we've been asking for. And I think the set's going to be good. But we really can't say 100% like how amazing it's going to be until we see the cards. But I mean, you've got all the gold tag teams, so that's going to be awesome. The alternate art babies card is really good. That one looks really cool. And I mean, there's just some cool stuff. And then you've got the Rainbow Espeon Deoxys and the Umbreon and Darkrai cards. Those are the ones I'm looking forward to.
And then there's that Dedenne, right?
And then there's the Dedenne that's in there. But that one supposedly is also the Dedenne that's coming in that new trainer box at the same time. It's that alternate art Derpy Dedenne. And then... but yeah, I think you opened up. Since you pulled that card, like, you've opened up. It's hilarious.
What's that?
No, I said you guys went at each other pretty good, but I think you've... what does NC stand for? North Carolina, because that's where we live.
Well, look, I still give him shit, but I've already told him as soon as he pulls it, I'm grading it for him for free.
I know. You told Pokey-Paul the same thing.
Yes. But the thing about Pokey-Paul is he's trying to buy a graded one, and nobody will get back to him. I think he's like on some ban list.
Yeah.
He found that Japanese one that was like $90, and he asked the Discord. He's like, should I buy this? And everybody's like, dude, that's $90. Like that card's like, even the Japanese shiny Charizard is like selling for like $300 to $400, and like he found it for $90, and every single person he's just trying to buy it at this point. And everywhere that he's tried to buy one, no one has emailed him back at all.
Oh man, is the Dedenne from Bonds gonna ever go up? Probably not. It'll probably stay the same. It's the only reason that it's the price that it is because it's playable. Like once it comes out of rotation, it's not gonna go up. Easy to open right now since I'm talking, punching.
Yeah, I was looking at some of these Infinity Zone cards, and they're pretty. They'll be in the
next Sword and Shield era set.
I think it's the Scyther, right? Or no, that's the Scissor.
That may be. So some of those might be in the next set because the next one hasn't been 100% confirmed. So there's talk that some of the Infinity it may be like a half and half. Like what happened during at least the tag team era sets, where we were getting halvesies.
Yeah, so I want to see the dude with the side part. What's that guy's name?
What I really can't wait for, and I think Sudon was the one that said it, is they announced the Pikachu V, and the Eevee V tins for September.
Oh,
those are gonna be cool.
No, I'm talking about the dude with the side cut, and it's like it bothers me because it's like beard doesn't connect, like his mustache. I think he looks pretty dope. I think there's a what's that? There's like what's that energy card? That's pretty cool. The gold energy card. I can't read Japanese, so unfortunately. I think Christy will like that energy card.
That's her favorites.
Yeah, that'll be her chase card if it comes out.
Gotta run, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. See you later, Polish Rob. I think we're gonna end this here shortly. We've got a couple.
We're about to end this because my video is coming up at 6, so you'll see the winner there.
And I've got Father's Day dinner.
Yeah.
So, what's your card? What's your card of the week? Was that your shinies?
These three custom cards from Drew's Custom Cards. I'm actually giving away these for my next giveaway. And then next week, guys, we're adding like a new segment thing where Adam and I are going to pick a
stream all day.
Huh?
Dave's saying stream all day.
Unfortunately, I can't right now say like I'm like at Walmart getting a milk or like I'm lost or I got jumped. Unfortunately, everybody knows where I'm at right now. But no, so starting next, we're doing a new segment. We're gonna do a PokeTuber like appreciation like person of the week. So we're gonna take turns each week picking one PokeTuber. and why we think they're awesome and like their content, and kind of give them a big shout out, and that way, so people that normally kind of log in, kind of like subscribe and enjoy our podcast we can share the love to other people. So
what's up?
He's back.
No, Addison wanted to say hi again.
Addison, let me see your game face.
So before we get into, because we usually do our card of the week to end it, and then
hey, real quick, Addison, is that a soccer team? That shirt?
That used to be. This is my soccer team.
That is your what's the name of your soccer team?
GPS.
What's it stand for?
Global
Premier Soccer.
I don't know.
Bryce plays for Ohio Premier Soccer. Oh, he says OP. So that's kind of cool. I used to coach club soccer, man. I saw the shirt. I'm like, that's cool.
So,
Dad.
Yeah. Before we get into PokeTuber, I'm still looking for submissions for 100 for 100. I think I'm at the next 8.
Wait, does mine count as 3?
I think so. Yeah, I did. I counted yours as 3. It's 3 separate people.
I got all 3 of them.
I know you did. That was cool. So Jolteon Unboxing sent one. And then I've got one from MD. I have one from Trainer Wolf in the queue. That may be it. So, hey, we're ending right now. They can stay here.
Hey, look at all those Addison shout outs. We got Miss Lady Luck, we got Club Soccer Rules. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Jolteon, I'd consider you a PokeTuber. You made a video. I've seen your other videos. Yeah.
My thing is if you have a YouTube account, and even if you just watch other Pokemon content,
hey, hun,
to me you're a PokeTuber.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Pokepaw, if you haven't sent anything, make sure you send something. Like, I want to, let's put a little bit more effort into the video you send Adam. Like, I know you strive for mediocrity, but let's just try to pick it up just a tad. Maybe add in an extra 60-watt light bulb or something. But all honesty, wait till you see the kids my kids. Like, they were like, it was the most grainy footage ever. Like, the only thing was missing was a washing machine, and it would have been like Pokeball quality on that one.
Hold on, I gotta unlock an iPad.
But yeah, to go back to the thing, like, as long as you like have a YouTube account and you like watch Pokemon stuff, to me you're a PokeTuber.
There's 16 people watching right now. I don't see 16 different people chatting. I know there's a lot of people that just kind of hang out in the background. If anybody needs the Discord link for the HydroPump Discord, let us know. So we're kind of
because this is probably our 9th episode, and Adam still hasn't figured out how to put that in the comments or the description of the video.
One day.
He's still baby steps with him though. I think he's tried to post it actually in the chat before, and it's been denied multiple times.
Let's see here. Pokepaw said he's going to do it on top of the refrigerator. That's awesome. Shine Dog. I want to do another tournament. The last one was really good. And let's see here. I'd like to, but I still need there's still some payout that needs to happen from the last one. I keep missing people, and I want to make sure that I'm squared away before we think about doing another one.
What's his face got his though? Did you see the video of PokeLoot Collector? They actually got theirs.
Okay.
And you know what I like about him is he said he wasn't going to open it, and I'm telling you right now, the blister I gave him, it is good. That is a set that's going up crazy high.
What did you give him?
Supreme Victors.
Oh, nice.
It's going up like those. I think if you want a Supreme Victors a booster box, it's like $3,000 to $3,500 for a booster box. Look at Trainer Wolf posting it in there.
I know, he's good at it. No, I just can't get it in the description.
Hey, that's why we pay him the big bucks.
It is. We pay him in Odyshes.
I know. Technically, we pay the junior trainer.
We do, yeah. But we love him. He's awesome. He holds a special place in my heart.
I got him on retainer.
What gen is Supreme Victors? Is Diamond and Pearl, right? Or Black and White? Black and White.
What do you say?
Black and White Supreme Victors?
No, it's
Platinum.
No, you asked me too fast.
It's Platinum.
Yeah, Platinum. There you go. Platinum.
Sorry. Yep. Where you know those booster boxes are for sale where you bought those HCSS boxes, right?
Yeah, that's where I got my pricing from. You see what they're charging $3,600.
Yeah. I'm just here for the ride. So let's do this. We're gonna end this. Christy took one of the kids to the grocery store, and I have the other one.
Somebody went to get milk. Hey, somebody's gonna be cleaning out Pokemon wrappers when you get home.
Jolteon, we'll try and figure out how we can get you verified. I don't know why it would be an age thing because you and Jordan Hamilton are the same age. It won't allow him into our Discord.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. Let's see here. Jordan Hamilton said that if we can work something out for his birthday, that he'll do that opening as his first YouTube video. That'd be awesome. Do you have organ submissions for PSA grading yet?
I'm currently not taking any organs for any vintage.
All right. So, who's yours? Or we were each doing one, right? Is that what we said we were going to do?
Look.
It's each a PokeTuber?
No, we're going to start next week. I said we're going to start next week.
Oh.
I want to do it right.
I'm going to start it this week then.
You're going to start it this week?
Yeah. I'm going to do one this week.
We'll do one a week.
One a week, and that's what the hashtag is going to be for the giveaway.
Okay.
Good?
Good.
So, because he's here, and when you told me to pick one, I picked it almost instantly. It's somebody that we don't give enough credit to for what he does, and that's the Trainer Wolf. Him and the junior trainer generally upload once a week. He's on Sundays. He's somebody that I have quickly gotten to know over the last couple months. I met him through the Nerdy Dad and Mav. We did a three-way battle back in January. It was it was in December because I messed up the upload, and I remember I was towing a boat from Virginia to Ohio at the time, and I was in the mountains of West Virginia, like needing to find a rest stop so I could get my computer tethered to my phone so I could change the upload because it kept screwing up. But super cool guy, super down to earth. Him and the junior trainer make some absolutely amazing videos together. He spends tons of time learning how to do the uploads. I know, or all of his editing and whatnot. Always up in the game for him, and he helps you with all of your thumbnails. If it wasn't for the Trainer Wolf, the view that you are seeing right now for this live stream wouldn't be it. It would still be some, it would still be ghetto like it was before. But he took time out of his day to do some research and send me some YouTube videos on how to make this kind of like windowed thing that we have now for this, and so he spends a lot of time, and it may not always be in uploading a bunch of videos because he doesn't have the time, but he definitely spends a lot of behind the scenes time. I know him and Mav talk a lot. I know you and him talk a lot. I try and reach out to him the best I can. I know I'm not the best at it at times, but super cool dude. One of those guys that you just want to get to know. We both work for the same organization, so he holds a very, very special place in my heart with that. And it's only fitting that that he's our PokeTuber of the week on Father's Day, because if there's one thing that his channel stands for is like that whole family aspect. Like the reason he started his channel was for his daughter and to spend more time with her and have fun with her, and really kind of build up that father-daughter bond, and they definitely showcase that each and every video, and she is in love with Oddish. So PokeTuber of the week is the Trainer Wolf. Thanks, buddy, for everything that you do, and helping us out, and just being someone to talk to when we need it from time to time as well. So thank you. Everybody go check him out. So the giveaway hashtag this week is #SubTrainerWolf. Let's get him to 500. Come on, he's so close.
And then obviously, if you're sub to him and you do the hashtag, you get an art set of Roaring Skies next week. So to win, you have to hashtag #SubTrainerWolf, and you have to be a subscriber to Trainer Wolf. I will be promoting it on my social medias this week. So make sure as soon as this, actually I am recording this. So when I upload it on mine, I'll make sure you have to, I'll upload it on mine, and it'll be uploaded to, let's see, tomorrow at my normal time of 3 o'clock. So comment below, hashtag #SubTrainerWolf. I'll make sure it's in the comments of the video, and we'll get him. He will be at 500, well deserved, and we will get some. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't. All my thumbnails look the exact same if you look through like my first like 20 videos, and then whenever I started using him, like I've seen it. I get comments. 1 and 2. I actually think I get more traffic because of my thumbnails, and like. That's one of the things whenever you look at like how to get more subs, or one of the things is thumbnails, and he does an awesome job, and he doesn't even give himself enough credit on how well he does.
He doesn't.
And what's nice now is he knows me so well that it's not like, hey, how do you like this? How do you like this? How do you like this? It's literally like one shot. I'm like, it's perfect. So yeah, he's one of the PokeTubers that I text like on a weekly basis. So
super
yeah,
humble.
awesome guy. And to be honest with you, like I have the worst memory. I can't remember how it even all started. You know what I mean? Like I can't remember how like we started talking, and I know we started talking about like, oh, can you help me out with this? And then we, it's a lot easier to talk through text message than it is through like social media outlets sometimes. And it's just kind of flourished from there. And his daughter's awesome. And his daughter had or has like a crush on Bryce and likes watching Bryce. So, Bryce's he drew her pictures on her mystery box, and I love sending him stuff so that he can open with his daughter, because I know how much it means to him to open packs with his daughter. So all good stuff. Other than that, we
So when you upload your video tomorrow, hashtag #SubTrainerWolf, and we'll get you into next week's.
And Adam will remind you when he goes live on Wednesday, and I'll make sure to remind you on the videos I release this week. I have a pack battle on Wednesday, and then obviously Bryce and Addison are about. Hey, you want to see a thumbnail? Wait till you guys see the thumbnail that Trainer Wolf is going to do with Bryce and Addison.
I got to get him that picture.
Yeah, so. And then he's going to do one for you, and like the one he's going to do for me. Like it's going to be cool stuff. So a lot of good stuff coming out this week. Good to be back to just ramble. Like, I mean, for those of you guys that are new, this is what we do. I mean, it's literally just a random phone call. That's all it is. I mean, it's just us talking as we normally would. I mean, the first 30 seconds was an audio clip of us just talking because he accidentally I mean, that's what it is, though. I mean, that's when we first decided to do this. So it's like, hey, we have fun just talking. Let's just talk and then invite everybody else to kind of watch. And the best podcast, the most fun we have is when there's not agenda. It's us just talking and can feed off you guys. So we're going to jump off here. Go enjoy your Father's Day. Go enjoy your food that you did or did not get from Walmart, and enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Happy pack busting, and we'll see you live on Wednesday, and let's all just have some special fun. So, later!
The mod has leveled up to level 2. Learned more friendship. Nice. You're not going to get me this time, though. Later, guys.